Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another beautiful day on the western slope of Colorado. And happy Easter to those of you who celebrate. I do not, but I will still pass it on. Today, try and get the transmission in this damn Nova. So I've got the shifter taken off of it, or like so, and got some grease here and here, and got everything else ready. I got the car sitting up on some tires. Got the 4 bolts out to put the transmission in. I've already crawled underneath it and made sure the clutch is still in the right place and the throwout bearing is in the right place. So hopefully we can just set you guys up and slide the transmission underneath there, put it in, and be done with that project. It would be fantastic. And then I could figure out the shifter, because I think I have it backwards. I think I have second and third over here and first and second over here. So I got to figure out stuff and things. So that'll be fun. We're going to do that. If you can't tell by my hair, everything went to shit. Literally everything. The shifter adjustment was off, the transmission wasn't put together correctly, the drive shaft is over to one side, so it's going to try eating my floor. It's a shit show. But either way, I believe that I have it ready for first start attempt. Alright, got the MSD box in, and the coil in, and the battery strapped in because I don't have a tie down. If you want to convert one of these to Super HEI, just go ahead and fucking don't, because that's a nightmare. This cap is not a regular HEI cap, so you have to make things happen. But we're going to go like this, and that means that it has no spark. We're going to put this one back, and we're going to roll it over until it gets oil pressure.
You got oil in it?
Yeah, it's got oil in it. And then we're going to give her a whirl. So give us a second to set you up, and we'll try and spin her over. Yay! Finally, fucking try something. Tell me if there's a red light on my MSD box. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Okay. We're gonna roll it over first until I get oil pressure. Hopefully that's neutral.
You got oil.
Oh yeah. Timing's unhappy, which is not a surprise. My ignition kind of works so far.
So you didn't want to move the timing? Or?
I gotta find the wrench to do it.
Okay, be right back.
at this point that I set the camera down and started getting frustrated because I couldn't figure it out. And I worked on it for a couple more hours until my Optima battery said, I've had enough. So I put it on the charger and let it sit overnight, and I came out the next morning and it still wouldn't start. So I said, fuck it, I'm not touching it today. I'm not touching anything today. I'm going to take a break. And I fucking hung out all day and relaxed. And then I went to the shop with the boys and I drank some beer and got drunk and watched some drag racing. Wrenched on another project that we're going to show you guys here soon. And then I came home, got some sleep, and woke up the next morning and started completely over. I stuck a rubber glove in the cylinder number 1, and I turned it over until it popped, and then I backed it over to fucking the 0 mark, and that's true TDC. And then I set the distributor up the way Chevy had it, as far as spark plug orientation on top of the cap. Not the way that I would have done it, but whatever. Then it finally started, and this is the video that I sent Evan, super excited. Evan! It's alive! Holy fuck, bro! After I sent Evan that video, I tuned it up a little bit, got some timing in it, got it to where it was running good, and it looked something like this. Oh, the wipers try. It's alive! Whew! Alright, done. Then after that, I decided that I wanted to fucking drive it, and in order to do that, I wanted to get it off the boat tank. I've driven shit around on the boat tank. It's perfectly fine. It happens all the fucking time. I just didn't want to do it today, so I wanted to get it to work on the factory fuel tank. So that's where we're headed next in the project. Alright, so you see that there's supposedly like a quarter tank in this thing. So I'm gonna go out here and I put the fuel filter in it and hooked it up to the stock tank instead of the boat tank. So we're gonna roll this thing over and let it start and see what kind of fuel comes out of there. None. None is the amount that comes out of the stock tank. So that's cool. Guess we'll put some fuel in it and see what it does. Alright, so I emptied the boat tank into it and it went for just a second. So it wasn't enough. Went down to the gas station, got $10 more. Also stuck the jack under the rear end on that side because I don't know where the pickup is and I'm trying to make the tank level. So hopefully now we can turn the key and go out there, start it and maybe get fuel out of the fucking tank. Says way full. Says I'm all of the full. Just horse shit. Whatever. It's trying, man. There's a little bit of fuel in the bottom of the filter. It's trying. How about that dry, brittle, broken hose from the gas tank to the hardline? Replace that. Let's try it now. Reach in here until I can. Come over here, put the fan in case it does start. Still not picking up fuel. Alright, cool, got it. I went back even further. I pulled the pickup out of the tank and it was completely, holy God, clogged. I sat here and I ran baling wire and that wire through it and sprayed it all brake clean. Got it to the point where it flows. So, tank's good to go. The fucking rubber line there is good to go. This shit's good to go. Now hopefully the fuel line that's all the way through the car isn't fucking clogged, because that would suck dick. Alright, let's turn the switch on. Try it again. There it is. shit. It seems to be running on its own, which is good. Alright, let me show you a little something. So, these are the shift shafts that I talked about. And this is how it's mounted, is a U-bolt where the bolt used to go through. Now the problem that I'm facing, and that I figured out, is that this is upside down. This needs to go on the other way, and so does this one. But there is no notch on the other side for this. So now I gotta figure out how to make a fucking notch and flip these over and make this shit work. But I think I'm gonna try and put a seat in here and drive it, because it's just, it's fucked up is what it is. So down is reverse, up is first, and then second, and then third. So it's really fucked up right now. Transmission works. Those just need to be flipped upside down, and yeah, I had to cut a shit ton of the floor out to get it to fit, and I'm not very happy about it, but you know I know how to put it back, so that'll be good. Y'all are probably gonna end up falling, but I tried. That was too much timing in it, I think. And it also needs a much stiffer throttle return spring. It's kind of sketchy. Just a little bit. That's okay. Yeah. None of that matters because I have a 65 Nova 4-door that runs and drives and does car things. It has no brakes, which is glorious when you also have no throttle fucking return spring. Super fucking sketchy. It was fucking fun. I enjoyed the shit out of that. Oh man. I think we're gonna clean up the yard a little bit and then we'll put her up. I have a box that has all 4 brake master cylinders, drum masters, whatever the fuck they were called, master cylinders. And I also have the reservoir brake master cylinder. Wheel cylinders. I have all 4 wheel cylinders and the brake master cylinder. And then we gotta fucking flip those brackets over on the shifter to make it go the right way. But bros, it runs. It hasn't run in fucking 10 years. It hasn't been driven since that fucking day it got wrecked. Now it runs and drives. Holy fuck. It's sketchy. I like sketchy. Sketchy makes me happy. Yes! Alright, break time. Hey! It drove under its own power into the backyard this time. So, I set up a fan switch. It's got a switch now, you're not pulling a wire out of there, which is good. Pulled a bunch of timing out of it, and put a new throttle return spring on it, and bent the fuck out of this bracket. So that's tight as shit, which is great. I love it. So, perfecto! It still has no brakes, but like I said, I have all that stuff, so that'll be coming up soon, along with everything else that this thing needs to be finished and put back on the road. Coming soon. Glad it runs and drives now. That's a fucking huge accomplishment. Get out there and wrench on something. There's still old projects to buy. There's still old cars that are around. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could small block this thing with a fucking turbo 350, or most of them came with power glides, I think. You can do a bunch of stuff, and it's not a very expensive little car, so there's always something to be working on. I got a video coming on this broken child here soon for you, and another broken child. Alright, have a good day, guys. I'm gonna go inside and relax and decompress, and then come back out here and clean up tools, and maybe try and convert this thing back to MSD the way that I want it to now that I've got it timed and shit, and it runs good. I will talk to you guys soon to get through the brakes, and then get the front clip back on it, get a seat in it, and actually go for a real test drive, and flip the fucking shifter bullshit. So, bye!